What's going on, guys? Day here, ready to teach you how to get the new wonder weapon in the Ashes of the Dam map. And yes, this is the fastest guide you will find on the market, so let's get into it. Now, as soon as you spawn into the map, go ahead and go to the orange star, go ahead and purchase the door and melee the ground. Pick up Ted's head, go to the truck and build the truck. Now, as soon as you enter the truck, go ahead and go down the hill to the left side and follow the orange star to the lake. Once you arrive to the lake, you're gonna find this pot over here and you're gonna shoot all the orange spores. Once you shoot off all the spores, you can go ahead and go flip the lever up the upstairs inside the lake house. Now, let's turn on the power in this location. Now, head back to the truck and go ahead and follow the orange stars all the way to Ashwood. Once you arrive to Ashwood, go up the zip line to your left side and then go to the pump. Go ahead and remove all the spores on the pump and go ahead and flip the second power switch. And then now we're going to go back to the farm area and we're going to go shoot the pump at the farm. And then we're going to take off the spores and then go up inside the barn and flip the last power switch. Thus turning on the power for the entire map. Now go ahead and take the truck to Ascension. We're going to leave this here for a later step. Now at round 8, go ahead and go back to spawn over here to the left side. A Panzerklaus will spawn in from this pod. Go ahead and take him out and pick up the hard drive that he drops on the ground. Now go ahead and go back to Ashwood and go past Volterade on the left side and you're going to go inside this room. You're going to find Klaus inside this cage, and what you're going to do is you're going to put the chip inside the door and you're going to wait till it says required restart for the update. Once it says that, you're going to throw 2 concussions behind his backside. That will activate him. You'll know when he gets activated when you see the stars over his head. Now, a lot of people say this step is finicky, but you have to just throw 2 concussions on his backside to get him to wake up. Now, once Klaus spawns in, go ahead and hurry up and go to Ascension because this is going to be time. Go ahead and drop down these stairs and over here to the right side, you're going to find this panel. Go ahead and call Klaus to this panel and he's going to stomp on it. Once he stomps on it, go ahead and interact with it and stand inside the red circle. Only the person that interact with this has to stand inside the red circle to bring up the meter. If you leave the circle and you go somewhere else, you will fail this step and you're gonna have to end the round to restart the step all over again. Also, if you use Ether Shroud inside the circle, it doesn't bring the meter up. Also, if somebody else is standing inside the circle at the same time with you, it does not bring the meter up as well. But once you get the meter fully charged, go ahead and pick up the tube and go to the truck and hop inside of it. Once you hop inside the truck, go ahead and go to Ashwood and go to the top floor and go ahead and place it inside the tube. Once you place it inside the tube, go ahead and just wait for it to charge up. You don't have to get any zombie kills, just wait for it to charge up. Once it charges up, go ahead and pick it up and go hop in the truck and once again. Now you're gonna go up the lane to the left side and head to the lake. Once you get to the lake, go ahead and place it inside this tube and go ahead and wait for it to charge up. Once it charges up, go ahead and pick it up once again and go ahead and go to the farm. Once you get to the farm, go ahead and place it in this last tube and go ahead and pick it up once it's fully charged. And then what you're going to do is you're going to bring it down to the basement. Once you bring it inside the basement, place it inside the cube right here. And now you're going to go outside the farm and you're going to take the jump pad to spawn. Once you take the jump pad to spawn, you go ahead and look down at the ground on top of the roofs of the barn, the silo, and the house. And you're going to write down these symbols. Also, one thing to keep in mind, if you can't see the symbols that well, you can pause your game mid-air to see your symbols even better if you like to as well. Also, taking the jump pad from spawn to the farm makes it a lot easier to see the one on the barn. Go ahead and write down the symbols that you have in your game and you're going to go down inside where the cube is. Once you're inside the cellar, go ahead and interact with the cube on all 3 sides and go ahead and get your symbols to appear on the cube. Once you get your symbols that spawn in your game on the cube, go ahead and interact with the front side and then you go ahead and pick up the wonder weapon. Now you're going to be in a lockdown. And once you're inside this lockdown, you're going to see a bunch of green orbs spawn around the area. What you're going to do is you're going to shoot the green orbs and then click your reload button to retrieve the green orbs. Once you retrieve enough green orbs, you go ahead and you finish the lockdown and you have unlocked a wonder weapon for the map.